Umbrella Academy thrives on using individual story arcs. And this is probably why the show is so binge-worthy, but the latest season will feature fewer episodes. Now this comes as a surprise, and we don't know how the fans will react to this change. So you must be thinking, what are the details? Well, lucky for you, we've got all the answers. Keep watching this video to find out everything. First up, the plan for the new season is a little concerning. Season 4 of the Umbrella Academy has been officially renewed as the series' last season, but Netflix's plans for the show are concerning. Although it may be bittersweet for some, the ending of the Umbrella Academy may be a good indication, because the show might end on a strong note. The streaming platform has not disclosed the number of episodes, and according to speculations, the last season is going to be shorter than the previous ones, which could be one of the few drawbacks. The season renewal came amid the revelation that Umbrella Academy's showrunner Steve Blackman will collaborate with Netflix on many future projects. Under the banner of Irish Cowboy Productions, Blackman will work on shows such as Orbital, an original series, and Horizon Zero Dawn, an adaptation of the iconic PlayStation game. The latter is a Sony collaboration set in an earlier time frame than the game, and is said to be called Horizon 2047. Moving on, let's talk about the actual concern. Given the prior show structure that worked for seasons 1 to 3, the shorter episode duration for the Umbrella Academy Season 4 can be tricky. The drama takes its time intertwining several narratives centered on its primary protagonist, concluding in a collaborative effort to stop the apocalypse. Because the season is shorter, certain narratives may be rushed. With all of the core actors returning, some of the individual stories may likely be blended or reduced. Season 3's closing episode left many concerns unanswered, so it will be interesting to see how they are addressed in a shorter season and whether any are left with a brief or ultimately inadequate solution. What more? The show can't reuse the same tricks in Season 4. The decision to end the Umbrella Academy after Season 4 may have been correct, but they can't afford to use the same plot lines. Previously, the characters would be separated for long stretches of the season. In Season 2, for example, Allison spent the bulk of the season fighting racial discrimination alongside her husband. But her brother Five spent most of the season attempting to stop a variant of himself from assassinating the president. Season 4 will almost certainly require more collaborative storylines. The characters have already been defined as individuals. This is why the attention should shift to how their relationships with each other will change after surviving another apocalypse. The Umbrella separated into smaller groups and went their separate ways at the end of Season 3, indicating that the plotlines in the final season will most likely revolve around the numerous breakaway groups. Let's learn about the finale teaser being the show's worst yet. The Umbrella Academy Season 3 finale teased what to anticipate from Season 4, maintaining one of the show's end-of-season traditions. But it turned out to be the show's worst tease yet. The Hargreaves siblings find themselves in an alternate reality for the Umbrella Academy Season 3, after spending Season 2 stuck in the 1960s fighting to avert their catastrophe. The Umbrella Academy gains a new member after meeting the Sparrow Academy, the Umbrella's alternate world counterparts. This is the Sparrow equivalent of their departed sibling Ben. Because of the tiny variances between this and prior season finale teasers, the Umbrella Academy's Season 4 tease is the worst of the series. Previous seasons' teasers were more coherent and clear, hinting at the upcoming season's story in a way that generates anticipation without being overly complicated. But this one provides teases that raise more doubts. Plus, it falls on the wrong side of the expectation it was meant to create. Not to mention, the show sneakily prevents Season 4 from making a massive retcon. Season 4 of the Umbrella Academy is prevented from retconning the time travel storyline due to a secret location move at the end of Season 3. The third season of the Umbrella Academy finishes with the crew entering their new reality via Obsidian Memorial Park, which Reginald donated on October 1st, 1989. The universe was reset. albeit not to a timeline recognized by the team. Allison is reunited with her daughter Claire, and she is also reunited with Raymond, whom she married while stuck in the 1960s. The rest of the Hargreaves have lost their abilities. This includes Five, who is no longer able to time travel. Because it is not linked to Hotel Obsidian or Oblivion, introducing Obsidian Memorial Park may prevent time travel from dominating the plot in future seasons. The machine used to save the universe no longer exists, at least in this reality. This is why Hargreaves' children will be unable to return to somewhere familiar. Coming up, how should the show end? Among the many questions and worries surrounding the third season were how the Sparrow and Umbrella teams would get along and whether they would eventually join forces. Plus, we were unsure whether this season would suffer from a too many characters problem. Thankfully, these potential problems were resolved in Season 3. First off, this season must provide an explanation of Reginald's plans from the start. Reginald was shown with his dying wife, releasing the Marigolds, leaving his world and coming to Earth. He bought an umbrella manufacturing company and was involved with the Majestic 12. Also, he erected Hotel Obsidian around an interdimensional door at some time. It's unclear whether Reginald's actions have all been done with the intention of resurrecting Abigail. Guess we'll find out soon. Lastly, the series can finish off strong. The Umbrella Academy Season 4 has the potential to finish off strong after such a successful run. After surviving 3 apocalypses, it is time to conclude the Umbrella's quest. Though the shorter season is a source of concern, the show has already done a wonderful job building the characters, resulting in an action-packed finale. Now onto some other news. First off, The Crown Season 6 officially suspended production. The Crown's production was suspended in honor of the Queen's passing. The series is presently in the process of filming its 6th and reportedly last season. A Netflix source confirmed that filming was stopped out of respect. It will also be suspended on the day of Her Majesty the Queen's funeral. At 96, the monarch who took the throne in 1952 was the world's oldest reigning monarch. It was revealed on Thursday that she died surrounded by her family at Balmoral, her Scottish Highlands estate. Also, King Charles III, her eldest son, succeeds her. Her death comes just months before Season 5 of the Netflix show, which is due to air in November with a new cast. Although the specifics haven't been revealed, the season appears to be set around the 1990s, and it'll lead up to Diana's death in 1997. Plus, Season 6 just cast Rufus Campa as Prince Harry and Ed McVeigh as Prince William. This implies that the season will focus on the aftermath of Diana's death and the boys' lives in the early 2000s. Up next, Love is Blind Season 3 is not coming to Netflix in September 2022. Reality TV fans are having a good time with all of the new reality shows on Netflix. Selling the OC and Dated and Related were both released recently. Season 2 of Love is Blind After the Altar will be released next week. But where is Season 3 of Love is Blind? It appears that the third season will not be joining the other shows mentioned above this September, because it was not featured in the entire list of new Netflix episodes and movies arriving this month. The good news is that Love is Blind Season 3 has already been confirmed for release this year on the streaming service. Netflix announced this in March, but no official release date was provided by the streamer. As of yet, Netflix has not announced a release date, but as we approach the end of the year, we'll have an announcement very shortly. Finally, Cobra Kai is still punching above its weight in Season 5. If the streaming wars were a karate match, Netflix would have been on the receiving end of a leg sweep in 2022. This is due to subscriber losses, layoffs, and a dropping stock price. Stranger Things' 4th season may have provided a reprieve from the streamer's string of bad press earlier this summer. But the binge release methodology means that even its most popular shows can only keep the tide at bay for so long. Fortunately for the platform, an original series that seems right at home fighting against the odds is returning on Friday. It's time for Cobra Kai to return to the streaming mat. While it's expected that a TV sequel to the Karate Kid franchise has been popular in an era where copyright reigns supreme, it's certainly a surprise that Cobra Kai is quite terrific. Cobra Kai Kai juggles franchise references while emphasizing the need to move on from the past. It follows former high school bully and Karate Kid villain Johnny Lawrence, establishing a dojo for a new generation of outcast teens. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Umbrella Academy's plan for Season 4? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one!